Hi, everybody. Welcome. So, this is new for me. I'm here by myself. Usually, as you all know, I have someone to be chatting with as I am sharing something new and exciting. But today, it is just me. And I am so excited to be here to share our new membership program, Foundations and Fundamentals. And before we get started, I would love to hear a hello and where you're from and where you're coming in from. I will actually be managing the chat as well today. So I will be checking kind of off to my right and then coming back to you guys. But as people are coming in, if you want to say hi and where you're from, I would love it. And I will soon get started in sharing a little bit more about foundations and fundamentals and why I think it's such an important and wonderful way to learn as a beginner, possibly, even if you have experience in mosaic art. So, thanks you guys for being here. This is really, really great. I'm really excited to share this new adventure with you. So basically, since I haven't seen anybody in the chat yet, oh, there's one. Hi, Lee. Um, why I started Foundations and Fundamentals is that when I started as a mosaic artist, hi, Peggy, good to see ya, sort of, virtually, is because when I learned to be a mosaic artist or to learn how to create mosaic art, hi, Linda, I learned as from books. That's all I had. I just had a few books. And if you haven't ever heard my backstory, I'll give it to you really fast. But I was working as a costumer on a TV show. And one of my coworkers says, "Do you want to come over this weekend and make mosaic art?" And I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Come over, I'll show you." And so we went to his place. We broke a bunch of tile. We slapped it on some flower pots and different things. And here we are. 20 something years later. But what happened between that day and today is I never, ever stopped creating mosaic art. I was ready to glue it on everything, whatever, the tile, the china, the stained glass, you name it. I wanted to learn about it, I wanted to use it, and I wanted to create with it. I was hooked. And I'm sure as many of you are here right now would feel the same way. And so, like I said, the only thing I had to learn from was books. And that became really, kind of a little constricting now that obviously we can see how much more is available to learn from. So, the reason that I really felt passionate about starting Foundations and Fundamentals is I wanted to be an open book. I have so many years of experience and so many, cutting my teeth, blood, sweat, and tears, all that stuff. And I want to share it with everybody. And I want people to feel like there's more than, just taking a course and learning on your own. So the reason that I am starting this membership program is to really have a human engagement as much as possible in the virtual world. And so for beginners, it can be really challenging. You can make a lot of mistakes. And I will share some once we're in, the membership community of what I did wrong and how I feel by going with Foundations and Fundamentals, you can really skip over a lot of those mistakes and you can move along a lot faster as an artist. And it really is just amazing the way people are having to learn today. I mean, I love being in a workshop and I love the human engagement, but now by learning in our own space, we are kind of islands. So I want to take the island away and I want to put us all together on an island, which sounds kind of fun, and give us an opportunity to really come together and start to learn more. So what I feel is that, when you're on a lot of these different social media platforms, that beginners get really lost. And it can be really challenging. It can be really intimidating. And especially when you're told one thing on one post and maybe something else on another post, and you don't know who's got what experience. Now it's time to distill all that down and really get good information, but share it with each other. Be in a place where it's a very intentional and engaging community that is sort of like a classroom, but it's going to be virtual. So this is what Foundations and Fundamentals is going to offer. you will have a selection of my courses with a value at over $1,100, which is pretty great. And you will have, sorry, I'm reading a little bit of notes here. You will have, there will be private lives similar to this, but I will be working. So you'll watching, not working, but working on a mosaic piece. You will watch me create. And that's one of the things I'm really excited about. I have had limited time to be able to create, and I miss it. And I'm ready to really get back into making pieces and doing different kinds of mosaics and answering questions. That's going to be the most important part. Is in these lives, I will be answering questions of all of the members that can be there for the lives, and they'll happen regularly. So it's almost like jumping into a classroom, and you can be making alongside me, and you can say, hey Tami, why did you cut it that way? Or I'm having trouble cutting this, or can you help me if I show you this? It won't be shown, and we won't be doing Zoom, we'll be doing probably the chat version, but I will help you along as much as possible so that it is in this live time. So come with your questions, come with what you're working on, and it will really be a great way to engage in this type of virtual classroom. And hopefully it'll be either from some of the courses that you're working on at Mosaic Arts Online, or some of the courses you're going to get with the Foundations and Fundamentals, which is my courses. You're also going to be a part of a community, and there already is the free community at Foundations and Fundamentals right now, but now we're going to increase that into the premium space if you're a member. And in the premium space, there's going to be some really great stuff. We're going to have conversations with some of our more popular professional mosaic artists out there and learn about how they went from beginner to professional. You're going to see my demos in 20. So I'll drop in videos that shows you some kind of demonstration in under 20 minutes. So you're just going to get constantly being engaged with or fed really great information. And the other part is that we're going to have like I said, we're going to be hosting these teachers that are going to come in, and other mosaic artists that will be sharing some of their experiences. And then if you are interested in becoming a professional mosaic artist, whether that means you want to do commissions or art fairs or selling galleries, that is one of my specialties. I have 20 years of experience creating commissions from everything from hospitals to large scale bathrooms and kitchens, backsplashes, fireplaces. It goes on and on. So that is really important to me, that if it's something that you're interested in growing more of as an artist, I will be sharing a lot of those kinds of tips and techniques and different things I used to better myself as a professional mosaic artist. There will also be the opportunity to ask Tami. That will always be one of the spaces. So if you are in the middle of the night, you can't sleep because you're thinking of something and how does that go, just pop it into the Ask Tami, and Tami, me, will return the email back to you. I really, really hope that this sounds like something that might be right for you, or you're looking for a way to engage more. I think it's really important that there are certain things about mosaic art that we should be doing right. And maybe that's not even the art part of it. There is ondimento, which is something that maybe beginners aren't quite ready for, but when you are ready for it, there is proper ways to do it. And we have some instructors here at Mosaic Arts Online that can teach you. So with the things that I would be sharing is really those foundations and the fundamentals of mosaic art, the proper substrates, the proper adhesives, and the tools, and really demonstrating things so that you guys can just walk out your door and immediately be creating properly and not making some of the mistakes, like I said, that I made. I'm just so passionate about it. I could sit here for hours and talk about it. Does anyone have any questions before I go any farther about some of the stuff I've just shared? I know we're on a little bit of a delay, so if there is any questions, I would love to answer them before I tell you how much it's all going to cost. Okay. I'm not seeing any questions yet, but I'm going to just let this be fluid and we're going to just keep moving forward. So the way that Foundations and Fundamentals is going to work is the introductory price is $27 a month, or you can do $270 for the year, and that saves you 2 months of payments. And the coupon code that we are offering for 1 month is $10 off the first month till May 15th. So if you are interested in, your first month will be $17, and we're going to put the coupon code in the chat in a little bit. And so you can do $27 a month, your first month being 17, or you can do $270 for the year. And then there is no coupon code for that because you're already saving for 2 months. So $27 a month, and you will have me live. You will have 9 courses, I think it is, worth $1,100. You're going to have our premium space. And I feel like I'm Cal Worthington trying to sell you a car, but I'm really not. And I just want you all to know that I really feel like this is my opportunity to open up another way of learning and share a lot of my passion and experience and everything else that I have as a mosaic artist to share with you. Any questions? No questions yet. One question I'd love to ask you guys, if you are, engaged here, is what would you love to hear? What were you hoping to gain from a membership community? So if anyone wants to answer that in the chat, I would love it. And then the other question I have is, what do you feel is missing in how you learn to create mosaic art? So those are my 2 questions to all of you. And if anyone wants to put in the chat an answer. How often will be meeting? The meetings will be once a month for the live studio sessions, and the demos in 20 will be that'll kind of just be dropped into the Foundations and Fundamentals platform. But once a month I will go live. Will there be a sign up for membership on the Curtain site? Yes. So good questions. Okay, so the first question, will there be a sign up on the Current? So at Mosaic Arts Online, there is, just like if you'd purchase a course, there is Foundations and Fundamentals, and that has the pricing structure where it will be $27 a month is the choice, or the $270 for the year. And you can put in the coupon code FNF10, which we're going to put into the chat. That is for the $17 for the first month. And no, there is no commitment to when you can cancel at any time. You will not be notified of when your payment is coming through. That's up to you, but you can cancel at any time. Is there any other questions? So if you were to go right now to Mosaic Arts Online, you will see that one of the top featured courses in the bottom right of the thumbnails says Foundations and Fundamentals. And so that's the one you would click on. What else is going to happen is that you are going to be invited into our Foundations and Fundamentals community, which lives on another platform called Circle. And at Circle, there is now what we have what was called a single sign-on. So if you are on Teachable, you can then pop over to Circle and you will have your premium space as well as the regular community there. And so from now on, when you are using, as long as you use the same email for Teachable and Circle, you literally make one click and you can go back and forth. So that's what we've been waiting for. That was the technical thing I was telling you about, is we have been waiting for Circle and Teachable to come together with the single sign-on. So now you don't have to have other URLs and do all of those sorts of things. Okay, so let's see. Answer, if you can't make the meeting, will there be a follow-up we can watch? They will always be recorded for you. Yes, that is going to be really important. This is going to be archived information for you all to have. Once you're in the community, you will have anything that's been archived in the past. And so you will see all of those demoed demos in 20 will always be there, but you'll also have the live sessions with me, which will be great because the chat's really where you get to learn from the students asking the questions and me answering them. Who else is saying, do we have access to the meetings indefinitely with the membership? As long as you are paying your membership, you will have access to those live events. Absolutely. So just make sure that if you are going to sign up today or before May 15th, that you put in the coupon code FNF10 at purchase so that you do get that first month at $17. And I will say, you guys are going to be part of this very exciting and fluid and growing environment, but it is a very beginner thing. So bear with me as I work out a couple of the bugs, but for the most part, it's really about being able to be there for you. And it's really, as much as it's for beginners, I want to meet you where you are as a mosaic artist. I won't be doing any one-on-ones, but if you have questions while we're doing the lives that can really move you forward, I am happy to answer those and help you along. I really feel like there's just sometimes a little tweak that can help you so much as an artist. I don't consider myself an aficionado on Hammer and Hardy, or, you know, the kind of andamento that you see some of our artists like Kelly Knickerbocker, Annabella Weber, Julie Sperling, Rachel Sager. That's not where I'm going to be going. But my job, I feel, with Foundations and Fundamentals is to really empower you and prepare you to feel so much more confident to move into those courses. So again, it's like raising up the beginners so that you have the confidence to move forward into those other Mosaic Arts Online courses, because I really feel like there's a lot of beginners out there that do feel intimidated, that do feel like it's all too much, and what do I try first, and is it tiles, and is it stained glass, and is it nippers, and is it, you know, it's everything. And you can only imagine that if you weren't just like plucked into a situation and told, hit this, you know, tile like this and glue it to that, what do you do? And, you know, experimenting can be fun, but it can be really like confusing. So that's where I feel like my job with this program is to really just clarify a lot, demystify a lot, and demonstrate a lot so that you get the skills to then want to move up and do more exciting stuff. Okay, Julie, is there a list of classes included in the membership? Yes. As soon as, I don't know if you can see them before. If, I think if you click on the foundations, it should give you a list, but if it doesn't, I can make that available for you. But it's basically, it is my beginner course. It is 4 methods for cutting, if I can remember all of them, 4 methods for cutting Weddy board, how to use liquid tints, how to do vertical installations. There's 2 mini courses on thin set and grout for people that don't know quite what those are. We go down all of the, you know, brands and what the bags look like and how to mix it and how to tint it for grout and thin set. So kind of a perfect example, if you are part of Mosaic Arts Online, is that there is something like that mini course that I taught that you then launch into Kelly Knickerbocker's Mastering Mud. So if you're in Mastering Mud and you're like, oh God, I really don't even know what I'm doing, you've got the thin set, mortar, and grout mini course in Foundations and Fundamentals that teaches you those fundamentals to then launch you into a little bit more of an advanced course on those products. Will there be specific projects along with you? And if we'll get the project list, we're working on that. If we're going to do make-alongs that are going to be everybody, we're looking at doing challenges and make-alongs so that if that's the case, then yes, we are going to give you project lists. That's probably going to happen later in the summer, but that is coming because I know people really enjoy having something specific that everyone does together and comes together and talks about it and have feedback about it. And as you guys know, I do love working on my 6x6 easy frames, and I'm working on a course right now called Small But Mighty, and I'm just going to show you This is just a little demonstration of a piece that's coming on, going to be part of Small But Mighty. This is the sort of inspiration piece of what's coming. But things like that, yes, we're going to have those. But again, just getting the baby steps going right now. And, but we are coming with that. Will there be handouts for tools and supplies? If we do the make-alongs, yeah. When we do the make-alongs, yes. But for anything else, the courses that are in there are all like the Mosaic Arts Online courses already. This would be great for anyone that doesn't have a yes, Margot, thank you. This is exactly what I'm saying. Like, as much as I want to say that I want to get into all your studios, I just want to come hang out with all of you. And if you were at SAMA, our Society of American Mosaic Conference, and you saw my 45-minute rant, you understand how much I really enjoy the engagement of humans. And I know we've all spent this year hidden in our houses, in our studios, and I don't know how soon we're all going to ever get together. I know there's workshops that are starting to happen. I'm actually leaving for Mexico next week to teach 2 retreats back to back with limited people in them. But it's so important to get that engagement. But if you can't get to them, this is going to be the next best thing. This is going to be where we can all get together as much as possible. So, does anyone else have any other questions? Or again, now that you guys are kind of asking questions, I will go back to my same questions. What would you hope to gain from this membership community? That question, if you want to answer that. And what do you feel is missing when you want to learn mosaic art? Ah, Sama, so wonderful. Yes, it was. So it was, for virtual, it was an amazing experience. Yes, and we will all physically get together again one day. I have very much faith in that. So anybody else with any questions? My producer here is giving us lots of good information as well. So yeah, please, even if you don't put it here, you all have my email. And you can send me any kind of requests or questions or, whatever you think. This is, I know this can be a huge success based on a strong, vibrant community. And we've already started with our free membership, our free community on Foundations and Fundamentals, and that will always stay, and you will still stay a member of that. And that's become something really powerful and really engaging for certain people to share. And we've had our instructors coming and going. But for this membership community, it will be, as of now, just me teaching my courses. And like I said, it's really just for everyone to feel like they have a place to go to share information, to share their work, to start these, fun monthly projects and do them, make-alongs and studio sessions with me. And I'm super excited to really get this going. And so it's launched. This is it. We were going to launch it tomorrow, but we're like, why wait till tomorrow? We're all here right now. You're seeing the links in the chat, so you can just pop over there and see what it's about. You'll see my intro, what we're offering. And hang on, can you check and see if they can see all the courses? Can they? Oh, you can. So Jerry says that you can see all of the courses before deciding to purchase of what's available. And more are going to be added. As I create, the courses will go into the Foundations and Fundamentals. So if you own any of the courses that are in the selection, that stays yours as purchased. If you decide to join the membership, you will be enrolled into all the other courses that you don't have already. And then that would only the ones that you have in the membership would go away if you canceled your membership. So gain a better knowledge of what adhesives to use with different materials and substrates. Oh my God, I could talk about that all day. That is going to be your go-to. So we have a course in there on substrates. We have a course in there on adhesives. And so this is really just perfect for you because, and I don't want to call you security 3 Dargit, because I know that's not your name. So, but anyway, yes, this is exactly what this is for the excitement to learn in a community environment and to just exactly what Margot said, just to be able to learn but being together. So it's really, there's 10 courses total. So if you can't see them there, we'll make that accessible in the intro as well. Does anybody else have any questions? I'm hoping everyone got on here at 4 o'clock, even though we had said 5 o'clock in one of the other emails. But that's what you get when you are running 3 businesses. Any other questions? I don't want to leave you guys if there's going to be anybody asking anything else, but you can always put it in the comments. You can, like I said, always email me. Remember that we have the single sign-on with Circle now and Teachable. So coupon? Oh, for those who have been doing mosaics for a few years, perhaps intermediate and not so beginner, would this be beneficial? It'll be beneficial, I think, for the studio lives, because I think there'll be more people that will want to engage that way. That's kind of the 2 beauties of this membership program are going to be the courses, which are beginner. So if you've been doing mosaics for a long time, I don't want to try and, guide you down things you already know how to do. But if you are interested in being in this really engaging and vibrant sort of intentional community where when we get together, we are going to be able to, chat, and you'll be able to ask questions, and it'll help you learn something, then yes, absolutely. And, for myself, I'm not a beginner, so I'm teaching to the beginner level on certain things, but then I will absolutely be able to answer questions at a higher level. The coupon is FNF10. Keep it simple. So $10 off the first month. So $17. You can jump in, have a look around, decide if this is what is right for you. And then we'll be scheduling our first live for, I believe it is May 13th or 14th. You will also be receiving emails from me. Once you join Foundations and Fundamentals, you will be in this private community where you will receive emails from me from the Mosaic Arts Online, platform that will give you more information. And if there's tips and tricks and different things that I want to share with you through email, that will be there. But on the Circle platform is where you'll find the blogs, and blogs about how to price your work, blogs about how to find your creative voice as a mosaic artist. What's the difference between a hobbyist and a professional, and do you care if you fit in one of those labels? Over there, you will also find the demos in under 20, which is, those will live there as well. You'll have the Ask Tami Anything. So getting familiar with Circle and our platform over there is really important as well, so that you can benefit the most from the membership community. But if you have any questions or technical problems, we're here for you to help make this easier, because I know it's going to be new for a lot of people. Anybody else? Well, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you for being a part of Mosaic Arts Online. I hope this sounds like something really exciting for you. Human engagement, that is my goal. Human engagement, even though we're virtual, is what I am trying to achieve, and I want to achieve it with you guys while teaching you everything I've learned in the last 20 years. Plus, wait, Pam, sounds great. I have an Etsy shop and looking for ways to commission. Oh, we can talk about that all day long. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I never had an Etsy shop, but instead, because it was the 90s, I did art fairs before Etsy existed. So I schlepped all my stuff, set up my tent, watched my tent fall. I'll give you guys a little story. So this would never happen, and hopefully in an Etsy shop. I went to an art fair and I was making most of my stuff Piquet-Assiette, and I'd gone to a thrift shop and I'd bought a lamp. So it was, pretty big lamp, the base of it. And I did all this beautiful, really cool, shabby chic kind of china all over. It was going to be my perfect piece to sell at this art fair. And I put it on the table, getting ready. And instead of like those easy up tents, I had a market umbrella, like a cute, umbrella that you put, eat lunch under or whatever. And I went to push the market umbrella up, and one of the sticks of the arms of the market umbrella hit the lamp, and the whole thing crashed to the ground at 7:30 in the morning. So those are just some of the things you learn. That probably wouldn't happen in the Etsy shop, but I am here to tell you how to price your stuff, how to create for those kinds of platforms for sure. Linda, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I will be excited to see you inside Foundations and Fundamentals. Sounds great. Thank you. See you in May. Yes, Peggy. Thank you, Tami. I'll pass this on to the local. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. And this video is going to live on our Mosaic Arts online channel, and I'll be sharing it as well. But if you have anyone you want to share it with, yes, this became, my half-hour live postcard to share all this information with you guys. I wanted to do it live instead of just another email and another pitch. This was really important to me. This has become a huge passion for me. So thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to let this run a little bit longer in case anyone has any other questions. But otherwise, hopefully we'll see you guys inside Foundations and Fundamentals, and you'll hear from me very soon. Thank you.